fois président, passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote pour celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président.
Hi, good day. Today, I have come to talk about CAPEXIT. Some of you might have heard about CAPEXIT. Some of you might not have. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Njive Lee Singer. Have any of you ever wondered why is the Western world more developed than Africa? Have anyone ever? Have you ever asked yourself that question? The way you think in life matters. I believe Western people, the way they think, they master situation and they know when they want to do something, they do their research properly and look for a proper solution. We don't have that in Africa. But in Western Cape, there are some Europeans who are part of South Africa. They have been using their brains. To the best of my knowledge, everything that we tend to do in Africa, it might be something that Western country they used to do maybe more than 2,000 years ago. Despite the fact that we have modern technology, the social media, and things are easy these days. But we are backwards in Africa because whether it's political, social, economic, or whatsoever we want to do in Africa, we are still using 14th century way of thinking. It doesn't matter how educated you are because I often say the most intelligent person on earth was an illiterate. The person who created education, formal education, was an illiterate. So school doesn't mean anything. You can go to school, study from 0 age to PhD. It doesn't matter. If what you have studied, you cannot use it, you cannot put it into practice. And that is what is happening with most African people. Today I want to talk about CAPEXIT. Why? Because in Western Cape, which is part of South Africa, there are people there who says they want independence from South Africa. We have never had one gunshot. We have never had people calling each other that you're a black leg, you are an enabler, you're blue leg. We have never had that because the people asking for independence are civilized people, Munzungu. Some of you call them white people. I don't like to call them white people, but for the sake of this video, let me call them. Most of them are white people in Cape Town. They say they want independence. Have you seen them taking gun against the ruling ANC government in South Africa? No. That's why people say the pen is mightier than the sword. Many words hurt more than the sword. The tongue wounds more than the lance. Word cuts deeper than any sword. It means written words are more effective than violence in political and economic changes. So these white people in Western Cape, they say they have different culture. They have different language. So they want independence. They don't go about killing people. They have made their point clear. And how do they go about it? They look into the Constitution of South Africa, Article 235, which says the right of self-determination of any community sharing common cultural and language heritage. That's what they are using in South Africa, the constitution. That they are entitled to self-determination insofar as they have common cultural and language heritage. That's what they are doing. The same thing British Cameroon National Party is doing. Non-violence. I've been singing non-violence ever since I was born. But we in Africa, we go and say, oh, South Sudan did this. Eritrea did this. As we like fight, we keep on killing each other. And the colonialists are profiting because they are still taking the natural resources that they partitioned Africa in 1888 in Berlin to take your resources. So you're enabling them to be taking your resources when they are legal means, which CAPEXIT means the people of Western Cape, they want like Brexit in Britain. They want to quit South Africa, but they are not using violence. They are using the same means, legal means, like British Cameroon National Party. They even quoted the UN report A/HRC/4737/63. The UN report confirmed that self-determination can be exercised in 4 ways. If you ask some people, maybe in British Cameroon, they will say self-determination is only about independence. No. The UN report confirmed that self-determination can be exercised through 4 ways. And that's what CAPEXIT, the people in Western Cape in South Africa, who want their independence, their autonomy, that's what they are using. And what are those 4 ways? One is autonomy. Autonomy could be that's decentralization or devolution. The second is federation. The third is independence. And the fourth is unification. All those are self-determination. Self-determination doesn't mean independence only. It means different things. Federation, independence, unification, autonomy, they are all self-determination. And self-determination is not about running around the world that international community will come and give you independence. It is called self-determination. I am the one, individual, 2 people, group of people who go around and work things on how to get self-determination. When you go around any day begging the United Nations, begging Europeans, oh, come and help us, they are killing us. It is not self-determination. Figure it out. And that's why I've often said that Anglophones are not a political party. Because we are Anglophones doesn't mean that we agree, we have all the same values. No! Beside the English institution, which we are not using at the moment in the Cameroons, we have our culture and traditions. We are different values. Like where I was born, in Fako Bakwe culture, my culture, we are open. We respect individual liberty. We don't force people for ghost town. We don't chop people their hands. We don't kidnap for ransom. We don't remove prisoner from prison to come and kill our people. Then we call it war. That's not my Bakwe culture. It's my culture. Before I became Rio dos Cameros, the first thing was what? My family and my tribe. So Rio dos Cameros comes after. So my culture is very important. I've been talking about this thing for a long time. I see people who used to say they should chop people their hand to stop education. I was saying these things, the videos are there. The only person I said they should not tamper with education. But there is a problem. Some people have this cultural impairment that they always take something that I can take 1 second and understand and see the consequence. Either they need hindsight or they will take 8 years after they have destroyed and killed people before they come and say, oh, education should go. Do you read? If you want to fight your war, you don't tamper with education. You don't tamper with civilian, hospital, public and private building. You don't tamper with prisoners of war. You don't shoot gun on people and say, oh, today is ghost town. Civil disobedience is individual right. I was in the Cameroons when we used to do civil disobedience in the 90s. We were happy to do it. We were not harassing people. We were not chopping people their hand. We were not forcing people. We were not stopping school. I was not living abroad and telling people back in the Cameroons not to go to school. I was there and everything was voluntary. Why I talk about CAPEXIT? These people are what? White people. They are very intelligent. What I've been preaching in British Cameroon National Party, that before you construct a house, you don't start with a roof. You start with a foundation. But there are some people, their culture permits them not to think. Their culture permits them, they should put their hand inside fire when it burns them before they reason. They don't know about prevention is better than cure. They have knee-jerk reaction. That's what they take. These white people in Cape Town, they have a lot of political movement to fight for their interests. Some of them have created a referendum party in Western Cape. That's how you fight, to create a political party. Some of them have got Cape Independence Advocacy Group. They are fighting. But one thing I will tell you, the opposition political party in South Africa, Democratic Alliance, which is made of most of these Muzungu, these white people in the Cape, they are against the independence of Western Cape. They are against. But other people have come up with a referendum party, Cape Independence Advocacy Group, political movement. They say they are not opposing the Democratic Alliance, which is mostly these white people. There are also Africans there, Indians there, but it is made up of mostly Muzungu. They are against the independence. But how do they do it? They challenge people by doing politics, standing to take seat. As things stand, South Africa have got 9 provinces. ANC is controlling 8 of them. And Democratic Alliance, which used to be the main opposition because they are now in government, coalition government with the ANC, they are controlling 1 province. And that's what? Western Cape. But the Democratic Alliance is a political party. They keep on doing their own politics, standing for election to get the seat and to follow their manifesto. The referendum party is not stopping Democratic Alliance. All of them, they are in Western Cape. Cape Independence Advocacy Group and other political movements, they are not stopping other people. But when it comes to Africa, as some people call us black man, oh, we Anglophone, we must come together. Come together. Do we share the same opinion? We should learn how to do politics as Anglophone. Some of you, you cannot even unite your own family. Not to talk of your tribe. Not to talk of your town or your village or your city. Then you want to unite the whole Anglophones. When you know clearly that in Anglophone community, there are different people of different opinion, different political party, thinking differently. They will say, oh, let's unite. How can I belong to SDF, UNDP, or CPDM? Then you're saying I should come and unite with you when I have my political party, that I have my political opinion and manifesto. That's why I always say, the right to express yourself or to join an association is an individual right. It is not a collective right. Most of you, when you pick up arms, you started killing your people that you're fighting, Mr. Bia. I cannot forget this day. Is it April 2017? I made a video and I condemn you and I remove my name. I asked that they should remove my name from whether they call it government that they created. That is summer 2017. I look at all the videos I've made for years. All the things that I used to say have come to pass. That's leadership. That's good judgment. When you keep on changing your goalposts every time, that's what happens. I will make a video about the so-called war, and I will put my position clearly on this, because I don't believe whether you are in the Cameroons or you are abroad, you have no right to attack civilians. If you like, you go to hell. I've often said this. I am non-violent activist. I've been a non-violent activist all through my life. And being a non-violent activist, I'll give you evidence in my next video what we have achieved without using violence. A pen is mightier than the sword. A pen is mightier than the sword. Written words are more effective than violence in a political or social plight. We have the evidence. There are a lot of things. I started by saying, why is it that the West is more advanced than African countries? Because we in Africa, we don't use our brains. I use my brain. I could see, analyze things. I know the consequence in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 6 years. And the best thing, if you want to fight for your people, what you need, these people need water and electricity first. They need food. They need shelter. They need good road. They need good hospital. Whether you want independence, decentralization, or federalism, you have to start making sure that these people have the basic necessity of life. CAPEXIT, Western Cape, that they want independence. They have their basic necessity. They have good roads, good hospital, nice culture, everything. So now they are talking about CAPEXIT, independence, because their people are living their life now. All those people who go around and say, don't do this, wait when we get our independence. Since you start talking about people to suspend their political right, to fight for the betterment of our people, do you know how many people have died? Are you the Alpha and Omega to know, wait for 1 year, 10 years, wait for 100 years? People need to live. It is high time that some of you must distinguish what is a war and what is not a war. Because I sit here in London, I see banditism. If you see the people in some villages in the Cameroons who are telling people not to go to school, these people cannot even speak English. They are stopping people from going to school. I watch their videos sometimes because before I talk, I have to know what's going on. We have gone. I'm general this, I'm general that. I'm warning all of you guys. Everybody can buy a gun. If you want to be a general, go to school. You sit because you are an illiterate. I watch you, most of you talk. Even your pidgin English is zero. I can speak better pidgin English than some of you. You call yourself general and you attack civilians. For more than 8 years, I've made it clear. I'm fighting for civilians. I'm not fighting for any person. Anybody can come and talk about Maitre Mola Alex Lisinge. If I don't know you personally, I've never met you physically, know that I don't know you. I don't just meet people and associate with them. I see people come and say, our struggle. Which struggle? Because you see me on social media doesn't mean you know me. No. I engage with people that I know them physically. Either I've gone to school with you, either we are family friends, either I've met you somewhere. I don't just see somebody on social media and I say, our struggle. Do you know me? Do I know you? We should keep this primitive attitude away. Today, when some of you were encouraging that they should break prisons, that they should kill our own civilians, you did not know. Now you're coming to join my voice. That's what happened to Dr. Endeli. When Dr. Endeli warned most of you, you did not listen. Most of you, all you know, you don't know how to fight for civil rights. Most of you say you're fighting for marginalization. I've watched most of you for more than 8 years. Whenever you talk about our resources. Oh, they are taking our resources. You're not fighting against marginalization. There are some countries like Singapore, they had no resources. Look at them today. No natural resources. Look at Singapore. But most of you, there's a difference fighting for resources that you don't even have. That is not in your village or your town. And fighting against marginalization. I say I'm fighting for justice and equality. That's my fight. My fight is not for natural resources. It's to fight for equality. If A have got this, B should have this. If C have got good hospital, D should have the same hospital. Roads, pipe bomb water, electricity. We are fighting that people should have equality. That's why we of British Cameroon National Party, we talk of equal status, not federalism, nothing else. And the way to fight this fight, like the people of Western Cape, who are doing the same thing that the people of Scottish National Party are doing, the people of Catalonians they are doing, the people of Wales they are doing, the people of Northern Ireland are doing, the people of Quebec they are doing, the Flemish in Belgium and so forth and so on. They are all Munzungu, white people. But they were black man, some of them, all their own. They want to fight war when they cannot manufacture guns. Go and use your bow and arrow and fight. And my next video, I will tell you my next political broadcast, I will warn some of you, if you think we cannot take gun to and have self-defense against people who are attacking civilians, a worker freedom will be coming back. Enough is enough. If you want to fight Mr. Bia, go to Yaoundé. Even Pamuna and Pafoncha, they are more intelligent than most of you. Because before they joined La République, they created a political party and joined La République. If you want to leave La République, create a political party and leave La République. That's how you do it. Opinion poll. People don't win election by opinion poll. You don't get referendum if you don't get a mandate by winning seats. So common sense is not common. So ladies and gentlemen, let common sense prevail. Once more, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Have a great day.
Wonderful.